Hi everyone! Repairing a leaking plastic water pipe isn't as difficult as you might think, but most people get it wrong. In this video, you'll see the correct way to fix it so it seals tight, doesn't leak again, and works almost like new. Once you learn this method, you won't need to replace the pipe anymore. So don't skip this, because the result might surprise you. Start with the damage section. When a plastic pipe cracks, the material around that area is already weakened. If you try to seal it from the outside, water pressure will eventually force it open again. That's why the correct approach is not patching, it's removing the weak part completely. Use a utility knife and carefully cut out the broken section. Move slowly along the pipe, keeping the blade steady. Avoid twisting too much, because that can create uneven edges. Once the damaged part is removed, trim both ends again to make them flat. This step may seem small, but it directly affects how strong the final joint will be. A flat edge allows both sides to align properly, which is critical when the plastic is fused back together. Now, the pipe is ready for the next step. To keep both ends aligned during the joining process, a small internal connector is needed. Cut 2 short pieces of plastic, about 1 centimeter each, then split them lengthwise so they can fit inside the pipe. Slide these pieces into the pipe. They act like a backbone, holding both sides in position. If the fit is too loose, the pipe may shift when heat is applied. If it's too tight, the pipe can crack when inserting the piece. A snug fit is what you're looking for firm, but not forced. I know many of you have great ideas and smart tricks, so drop them in the comments so everyone can learn from you. With the alignment in place, it's time to prepare a simple tool for fusing the plastic. An old metal spoon works well for this. Flatten it using a hammer. Then secure it in place with a vise. The goal is to create a stable, flat metal surface that can hold heat evenly. Now, heat the tip of the spoon using a torch. You don't need extreme heat, just enough so that when the plastic touches it, the surface begins to soften. Before making the final connection, do a quick test. Bring both pipe ends close to the heated spoon and gently press them against it. You'll notice the plastic starting to soften and slightly melt. After testing, clean off any melted plastic stuck on the spoon using a knife. A clean surface helps create a better bond in the next step. Now comes the main connection. Heat the spoon again. Then bring both pipe ends toward it. As the edges soften, press the 2 ends together and hold them steady. This is where the actual bonding happens. The plastic doesn't just stick. It melts and blends together. That fusion creates a much stronger joint than surface glue. Keep the position stable for a few seconds. Even a slight movement during this stage can weaken the joint. Once the material cools, it becomes firm again. After it sets, trim off any excess plastic around the seam. A clean finish reduces stress points and helps prevent future cracks from forming. Now, test the strength. Hold both sides and pull firmly. The connection should stay solid. If it separates, it usually means the heat wasn't enough or the surfaces weren't aligned properly. In that case, the joint can be reheated and corrected. But instead of stopping here, there's a way to make it even more useful. Take a piece of PVC pipe and heat one end. As it softens, press another pipe inside to expand it. Then heat the other end and press from the outside to make it slightly narrower. Plastic becomes flexible when heated, which allows it to be reshaped. But control is important. Too much heat can cause deformation. Too little heat won't allow the shape to change. Next, prepare a bottle cap. Heat a metal nail and press it through the cap to create small holes. These holes determine how the water flows. Smaller holes create higher pressure and finer streams. Larger holes allow more water through but reduce pressure. Adjust based on how the final tool will be used. Now for the most interesting part. Instead of using regular glue, a simple adhesive can be made from styrofoam and WD-40. Spray WD-40 onto a piece of styrofoam, and you'll see it start to dissolve almost immediately. The foam breaks down into a thick, sticky substance. What's happening here is that the solvent in the spray collapses the foam structure, leaving behind a dense polymer mixture. This material works as a surprisingly effective adhesive for plastic. Apply this mixture to the expanded end of the pipe and attach the bottle cap. Then apply more to connect the other end to the water pipe. So in the end, this is more than just a repair. A broken pipe becomes a working tool. Something that would normally be thrown away now has a second use, saving both time and cost. At this stage, patience is important. Let everything sit for about 30 minutes so the material can fully set. If tested too early, the joint may still be soft and could fail under pressure. Once the waiting time is over, it's ready for testing. Connect the pipe back to the water source and turn the water on slowly. If you've ever dealt with a cracked pipe like this, try this method and see how it works in your own setup. And here's something to think about. Would you stop at repairing it? Or would you turn it into something more useful like this? Let it sit with you for a moment. If this was helpful, share it with someone who might need it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.